G'day and welcome. Today, we invite you to pause for a moment, to leave the hustle and bustle of the world below and join us on a gentle journey through the sky. We are floating, weightless, above a remarkable city in the heart of America's Midwest. This is Indianapolis. From this vantage point, the world transforms. The familiar sounds of city life fade into a soft hum, replaced by the quiet whisper of the wind. Below us, a grand design unfolds, a tapestry woven with threads of steel, glass, and green. It is a city planned with care, a place known as the Crossroads of America, where paths from all directions converge. We now float closer, drawn towards the dense cluster of towers that marks the city's downtown. This is the central business district, the beating heart of Indianapolis. From our elevated viewpoint, the skyline presents a magnificent profile against the vast expanse of the sky. The tallest of these structures, the Salesforce Tower, pierces the clouds with its distinctive twin spires, a modern beacon visible for miles around. Beside it, other giants of glass and steel stand in silent testament to the city's economic vitality. The sunlight plays upon the countless windows, creating a dazzling spectacle of reflected light. Look closely, and you can discern the unique architectural styles. There are the sleek, clean lines of contemporary design standing shoulder to shoulder with the more ornate and classical forms of earlier eras. Below these towering structures, the streets are laid out in a remarkably orderly fashion. The original plan for Indianapolis, devised in 1821, is still evident today. We can see the patterns of movement far below, the tiny vehicles navigating this geometric landscape with a quiet, determined grace. This collection of towers is more than just a place of commerce. It is the city's signature, standing proud in the American heartland. Now our gaze is drawn to the very center of the city's grid, to a feature that is truly unique. It is a grand, circular plaza from which the city seems to radiate outwards like ripples in a pond. This is Monument Circle, the emotional and geographical heart of Indianapolis. From our aerial perspective, its perfect circular form is strikingly beautiful. It is an island of calm and reverence amidst the city's orderly streets. At its center stands the magnificent Soldiers and Sailors Monument, a towering limestone and bronze sculpture that reaches towards the sky. It is a tribute to the common soldier, completed in 1902. The monument is crowned by a statue, Victory, who stands facing south, a symbol of triumph and hope. During the festive season, this monument is transformed into the world's largest Christmas tree, draped in thousands of twinkling lights, a beacon of joy for all to see. The buildings that line the circle's perimeter are themselves architectural treasures. They curve gracefully to follow the road, creating a sense of enclosure and intimacy. We can see the Hilbert Circle Theater, home to the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra, its grand marquee a splash of color. Opposite it stands the Christ Church Cathedral, a beautiful Gothic Revival church whose warm-toned stone provides a striking contrast to the modern glass and steel nearby. Let us now drift westward, allowing our focus to shift from the structured geometry of the city to the gentle, flowing curves of nature. Snaking its way through the urban landscape is the White River. From our high vantage point, it appears as a shimmering silver ribbon, a vital artery that has shaped the history and geography of this region. Its path is not straight and predictable like the city streets, but winding and organic, a reminder of the powerful, untamed forces of the natural world. The river's banks are lined with lush greenery, creating a vibrant corridor of life that cuts through the heart of the developed land. This waterway was the lifeblood for the area's earliest inhabitants. Today, it serves a different purpose, offering a space for recreation and tranquility. We can see the White River State Park sprawling along its banks. Within the park, we can spot the clean, white structures of the Indianapolis Zoo and the elegant glass form of the White River Gardens. Small boats and kayaks are visible, tiny specks moving slowly on the water's surface. The river is crossed by a series of bridges, each with its own character. There are modern, functional concrete spans for highways and railways, and there are more elegant footbridges designed for pedestrians and cyclists. The dense canopy of trees along its banks muffles the sounds of the city, creating a peaceful sanctuary. The White River is more than just a body of water. It is Indianapolis's natural soul, a place of beauty and respite that embraces the city. Our journey now takes us to a place of legend, a sight known around the globe. Just a few miles from the downtown core, a vast and iconic shape comes into view. It is an immense oval, a true temple of motorsport. This is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. From the air, its scale is simply staggering. The grandstands that line the track are enormous, capable of holding hundreds of thousands of spectators, making it the highest capacity sports venue in the world. The track itself is a perfect 2.5-mile rectangle with rounded corners, a design that has remained largely unchanged for over a century. This is hallowed ground for motor racing enthusiasts. Looking closer, we can see the famous yard of bricks at the start-finish line, a narrow 3-foot-wide strip of the original brick surface that was preserved when the track was paved. Within the oval's infield, we can spot a golf course and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum, which houses a priceless collection of winning cars and memorabilia. From our serene position, it is quiet now. The empty grandstands look like giant silent waves, and the track is a clean gray ribbon. But one can almost feel the echoes of the thunderous roar of engines, the cheers of the massive crowds, and the intense drama that has unfolded on this asphalt over the generations. It is a cathedral of speed, a place of pilgrimage for those who worship at the altar of horsepower and daring. It lies peacefully now, waiting for the return of the spectacle. As we continue our gentle flight, our attention is drawn to the abundant patches of green scattered throughout the urban fabric. Indianapolis is a city that values its open spaces, and from above, these parks appear like emerald jewels set within the grid of streets and buildings. They are the city's lungs, providing fresh air, shade, and a vital connection to the natural world. We can see large, sprawling parks with winding paths and shimmering lakes, as well as smaller neighborhood squares that offer a quiet corner for local residents. One of the largest and most beautiful of these is Eagle Creek Park, located on the city's northwest side. It is one of the largest municipal parks in the United States. From our vantage point, we can see the vast expanse of the Eagle Creek Reservoir, a sparkling body of water that dominates the landscape. The reservoir is a hub for sailing, rowing, and fishing. Surrounding it are thousands of acres of forest, with hiking trails disappearing into the dense canopy of trees. It is a true wilderness sanctuary within the city limits. Closer to the city center, we can identify other significant green spaces. Garfield Park, the city's oldest, is visible to the south, with its beautiful conservatory and sunken gardens appearing as intricate patterns of color and design. To the north, we can see the grounds of the Indianapolis Museum of Art at Newfields, a stunning combination of formal gardens, woodlands, and outdoor sculptures. This commitment to green space is vital to Indianapolis's appeal. For every tall skyscraper, there is a sprawling park. For every busy highway, there is a quiet tree-lined trail. The city is not a concrete jungle, but a vibrant ecosystem where the built environment and the natural world are woven together. From our aerial perspective, the layers of history in Indianapolis are laid bare. While the modern skyline speaks of the present and future, hints of the past are visible everywhere if you know where to look. We can see historic neighborhoods with their distinct architectural styles, and landmark buildings that have stood for over a century. The city was founded in 1821, chosen to be the new state capital of Indiana because of its central location. It was a planned city, carved out of the wilderness with ambition and foresight. Let us drift over an area known as the Old North Side. Here the streets are lined with magnificent Victorian-era mansions. From above, we can see their complex rooflines, turrets and porches, shaded by a canopy of mature, old-growth trees. These grand homes were built by the city's early industrialists and leaders, and they stand today as beautifully preserved reminders of a bygone era. The entire district is a living museum, a stark contrast to the sleek modernity of the downtown core. Another echo of the past is the Indiana World War Memorial Plaza. From the air, this 5-block-long plaza is an impressive sight, a vast open space of monuments, sculptures, and fountains. At its heart is the imposing War Memorial Building, a colossal limestone structure designed in the neoclassical style. It is a place of solemn remembrance, honoring the veterans of American conflicts. From the sky, we can trace these historical threads and understand how they have woven together over time to create the rich and complex tapestry that is modern Indianapolis. The past is not buried here, it lives on in the very fabric of the city. As we broaden our view, we look beyond the central landmarks to the vast tapestry of neighborhoods that surrounds them. This is where the majority of the city's people live, work, and play. From our elevated position, these areas unfold as a mosaic of rooftops, gardens, and tree-lined streets. Each neighborhood has its own distinct character, its own unique rhythm. We can see the neat, orderly rows of suburban homes with their green lawns and swimming pools, representing the quiet pursuit of family life. Closer to the urban core, we can identify denser, more vibrant neighborhoods. One such area is Broad Ripple Village, situated to the north. We can see its bustling main street, a collection of low-rise buildings housing shops, restaurants, and galleries. It is bordered by the Central Canal, another waterway that offers a peaceful corridor for walking and cycling. Broad Ripple has a youthful, energetic feel, a hub of culture and nightlife. Another fascinating area is Fountain Square, located just southeast of downtown. Its name comes from the ornate fountains in the heart of the neighborhood. From above, we can see its unique, slightly irregular street pattern and its collection of historic commercial buildings. These neighborhoods are the soul of the city, each contributing its own unique flavor to the overall identity of Indianapolis. From the sky, we cannot see the individual people, but we can see the evidence of their lives. We see schools with their playgrounds and sports fields, community centers, and local parks. This sprawling tapestry of homes and communities is what gives Indianapolis its warmth and its heart. It is a city of neighborhoods, each a small town within the larger whole. Our time in the sky is drawing to a close. As we slowly begin to ascend, pulling back for one final panoramic view, the city of Indianapolis spreads out below us in all its splendor. The downtown skyline, the winding river, the legendary Speedway, and the vast tapestry of neighborhoods all come together in a single, breathtaking vista. The setting sun now paints the clouds in hues of orange and pink, casting a warm, golden light across the landscape. It is a moment of profound peace and beauty, a perfect ending to our aerial exploration. The city seems to glow with a gentle, welcoming energy. We have witnessed the city's grand design and its intimate details. We have seen the evidence of its history and the promise of its future. From the orderly grid of its streets to the untamed curves of its river, Indianapolis is a city of fascinating contrasts and harmonious balance. It is a place that honors its past while embracing innovation, a city that builds towering structures of steel while carefully preserving its precious green spaces. Let this final view be imprinted in your mind. Remember the feeling of floating peacefully above it all, the quiet hum of the world below, and the magnificent patterns of life unfolding. A city can often seem overwhelming from the ground, a blur of motion and noise. But from up here it becomes a work of art, a source of wonder and contemplation. And so, we take our leave of this remarkable Circle City, but this does not have to be a final goodbye. You are welcome to return to this peaceful vantage point anytime you wish. Indianapolis will be here, with its welcoming heart and its fascinating stories etched into the landscape. Thank you for joining us on this flight. Until we meet again, float on and dream.